In the workplace and throughout most of my life, I have learned to ask questions, mostly because I'm bringing this up because of not getting social cues. People with ADHD, ADD, neurodiversity, we don't get social cues very well. So whenever I'm around colleagues, I tend to ask a lot of questions, and it can be annoying to a lot of people. But I have to ask questions because if I don't get social cues, there's a huge group of people that won't cue me in, be like, hey, this is what happened. I have to piece it together to figure out what happened. And I noticed that in my daughter, who is 9 years of age. She's like me. She's ADHD, ADD, and I notice her asking questions like if I say something, she'll ask like nervously, like ask in a nervous sense, like I didn't get that. Can you please explain it? And then I'm realizing that that's what I do at the workplace, in school, like throughout my life. I always have to ask questions. I'm always the person that people are like, oh, why you gotta ask more questions? Why, dude, I gotta ask because sometimes I don't get it. You know what I mean? And people don't care. People don't care. They just look at you as weird. They just like dismiss you, like, oh, he's just slow. He's the dumb guy or whatever. Which that's something that people like us have to live with and learn how to deal with. And I start to notice people that are generous in their attitude towards me and towards people like us, um, because maybe they have a family member or they know somebody or they understand what's taking place. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that don't care to understand, they don't care to want to learn, and they just really don't care, and they won't help you out at all. They'll make fun of you. You know what I mean? It's so asking questions is huge for me with ADHD, ADD, and I notice that when I ask questions too, the people that I'm asking questions to, they feel offended. Like I'm trying to insult them or try to insult their intelligence or try to pull rank on them, whatever it is. I find that when I'm asking questions, I have to specify why I'm asking the question. Like, look, can you please help me? I don't get this. Or like, can you please help me is a big one, because it would make them stay at the superior position, feel like they're at the superior position, just like for asking for help. Because if you ask for help, it's like coming from a humble point of view. If you bark answers at them, I learned throughout my life, like, nah, that's they're gonna feel insulted. So you have to figure out how to be eloquent in your words whenever you're asking questions. Sometimes I have to formulate questions before I ask them to make sure they sound right. That's one of the reasons why I like AI, because I go to Chat GPT or Grok or whatever and ask, hey, how do I say this respectfully and politely to a superior in my position or role that I'm in, and I read it, I'm like, oh, that's a good way to say it. You know what I mean? So AI is definitely helpful. But before I didn't have AI, I had to figure it out like hard knocks. You know what I mean? But anyway, just asking questions is important. If you have ADHD, ADD, try to ask in a way that is non-insulting or that is respectful and polite, like that. Just respectful and polite. That's how you're supposed to ask questions. If you don't get social cues, if you don't understand what's going on, try to ask somebody next to you, ask your coworker, whatever, somebody that that will help you, because sometimes there's people you ask questions, they're just like, don't ask me that question. You know what I mean? Maybe they don't know, you know what I mean? Or they don't want to help you. You just got to learn how to get around that. So I hope this helps you guys. Appreciate y'all. Later.